You can chop that bit. I'll leave it in. I've known Dave for a long time. I was a DJ stalker from about 1991, Shelley's.
I had a restraining order for him at one point.
And the likes. Yeah, it's past now.
Been serving me records from 3-beat for years and years, so it was just a flippant comment he made one day on the phone that one of his long time ambitions that he never got around to fulfilling was to run a record label. It took me about 5 seconds. Steve!
You know, you said you wanted to set up a label. What do you think about doing it with me? And then it's just from that fleeting comment to where we are now. It must be over 5 years later.
Yeah.
From a bit of a nothing comment to me half thinking something to us suddenly thinking, oh, we can do this.
Yeah. Audio therapy had kind of run its natural course for me, but I'd had 6 months off and I realised how much I was missing it, so it didn't take much of a persuasion for him to say something like that, and I knew that we'd got on well and had very similar musical tastes as well, so it'd be a combination that'd work, and so it's proved.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. I think because we've both been DJing a long time, and it was very much so when the so-called progressive-y sound was very much
out of fashion,
untrendy. It couldn't have been more untrendy if we tried. I think everybody thought we played 15-minute records with 8-minute breakdowns.
It was like having shit on your shoe, basically.
But we probably played one 8-minute thing like that. But I think people just think of you stuck in a musical genre. And I've noticed my gigs have gone down. I think that
it was tough, yeah. Progressive became a really dirty word, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was hard work.
So yeah, because of that, we tried to kind of shy away from that and show that we liked everything from your deep like housey vibes to right up to your tougher melodic techno and everything in between. Which to me, that is progressive, really. But it was progressive. People used to associate with one sound, so we tried to say, right, we're not progressive. So we came up with people like Samuel, who was a very trendy housey techie DJ who did the first one, and we had housey techie mixers.
Seaman.
Yeah, I think we tried to do the opposite of what people expected.
Yeah, we definitely steered clear of the progressive. Now, progressive was always meant to be like, well, I always thought it was a spirit rather than a genre.
Yeah.
But it did get tarred with this horrible commercial EDM brush once Beatport kind of amalgamated all the sounds all together in one genre when they were so vastly different, underground, progressive from the more commercial stuff. So yeah, we're as guilty of it as everybody, I think, that you know somebody for playing a particular sound and they could be playing something completely different. They might have completely changed their sound, but you always remember them from the last time you heard them, and once you get tarred with that brush, if you like, then it's very difficult to shake it off. So to start off with, it was a way for us to start playing, or trying to get across the music that we were playing, which wasn't necessarily that old progressive sound, and we steered well away from that on purpose.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, as things happen, the circular nature of fashion, progressive's now back. It's not just a dirty word anymore, and we're here with our VIP passes.
Yeah. I love all that.
I'm terrible at coming up with names for things. I knew the kind of thing I wanted, but I didn't know how to put it in words. And then I think one day I suddenly realised I liked the name Suara and Syncopat. So they were two cool Spanish labels. And suddenly out of nowhere you went, I've got one. And you just came up with this name. I was like, oh, what is that?
I just watched Donnie Darko 3 days beforehand, and in Donnie Darko there's the little phrase that the most beautiful 3 syllables, like sounding syllables you can put together in the English language, is supposed to be Selador, meaning cellar door. And then it's like, actually, that sounds Spanish. That'll fit his criteria, and that was it. Off we went. So we kind of made that our own.
Like it.
Shit.
Yeah, put it politely.
No, running a record label is I think the record industry was one of the real first industries to really get turned on its head by the digital revolution, and and it was really tough for a while. I mean, the business model changed completely once the physical products really died off, and I had to kind of make ends meet through digital, through MP3 downloads. It took a long time for people to adapt, and there was a lot of people that fell by the wayside. But I think everybody's kind of finding their feet a little bit more now. There's definitely some more optimism around. Streaming is definitely becoming more of a viable revenue stream, you know, just because of the amount of people that are doing it. Masses, basically. Even me and you are doing Spotify now, aren't we? So we even pulled ourselves into the future. So yeah, it is a labour of love, though. Really, it is hard work. It's got to put a lot in for very little financial reward. It is really for the love of it. But it does allow you to be creative and to get involved with lots of other people, like-minded people, and collaborate with lots of other artists that you admire, and it gives you kind of sort of a gang mentality. You can get together with all your mates who are doing a similar thing, and strength in numbers is very much a thing that we all have to look for these days.
It's almost like your calling card. Like years ago, people just say, do me a tape if I know what you sound like. Nowadays they go, okay, you've got this artist and this artist, I like that track. And it gives you like a broad musical spectrum of hopefully what represents us as DJs, I suppose, really.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't enjoy it, so it's too much like hard work if you're not enjoying it.
Do you know what? We haven't really got individual roles as such. But we both find tracks, we both sign tracks, we both source remixers, we both input into the artwork. We just try and do a bit of everything.
Both got families and both got other things that we do as well, separate from the label.
We talk regularly every day on the phone, sometimes 2 or 3 times, but probably more than we should. Like, Steve, I get right in the middle of something, and I'm sure I do exactly. So, oh no!
And luckily for us, I work with the former editor of Mixmag, which if I did the press releases, they'd be horrendous. Luckily, so we all have our strengths, because Dave used to be editor of Mixmag.
And Steve does all the promos as well, because he has his own promo company. We've got a lot of other people that have started to help us now. We've got a little bit of a team going on, which is become imperative really, because it just is impossible, not enough hours in the day to get through all the stuff that we need to do.
Yeah, I tell you what, Dave's extremely handy at when you want to get a remixer from someone you've never spoken to. And it's like if they get an email from Dave Seaman, they suddenly go, oh, I used to listen to him on Global Underground. It's that foot in the door.
Usually come back saying no, but
yeah. I used to prevent it.
At least I get an answer.
We both know, although it's pretty hard to put into exact words what that Selador X factor is.
Yeah.
We both share everything really. There'll be times when Steve's really busy and I pick up the baton, and there's be times when vice versa, as long as things keep ticking along, as long as something's moving and it hasn't all ground to a halt, which occasionally might happen from time to time, but we generally manage to find a way to grease the wheels.
Sometimes I think, God, I'm doing everything here, and then I don't do anything for weeks, and Dave's held the baton, so not very often.
Cheeky kid.
That'll be me. I can't take
Easy
that.
answer.
I can't take that any further. It's just me. Yeah. Because I'm sitting at home working, doing bits, I just pretty much permanently have Facebook open. So I attack it from all angles. Try and be a bit of a social media guru.
Do you feel Facebook's robbed you of a certain percentage of your productive life?
Yeah, sometimes I ban myself from it and won't go on it, and I get so much more done. But then it's kind of, you have to do it to play the game, to get your word out there. But what you'll find is you can post a thing that says, here's our new track, it's absolutely amazing. 3 people like it. I put a picture of it. We booked a hotel in Manchester, in Berlin, and they gave us a double shared bed. I put a photo of it. 300 people liked it.
1 bed, 2 duvets, that's how it goes in Berlin.
300 people, 50 comments. You like it? So,
yeah, well it is the more personal stuff that you get more engagement with, isn't it? But social media generally is like, it's so distracting. But it's part of the game these days. So you've got to. It's so competitive for DJs and labels. There's so many people wanting to do it now, all fighting for the same space. So you've got to kind of have a presence. You've got to be dropping into people's feeds on a regular basis. Otherwise, somebody else is dropping in there, and they're the ones that are going to end up getting the gigs and getting the spots that you want.
Well, starting was very exciting. When we signed a track from Samuel, Restless Dreams, it was just a whole lot of anticipation, and I think because a lot of people were expecting us to have a massive progressive thing, we came on with this loopy, techie, infectious thing. That for me was like, oof.
Yeah, going top 20 deep house on Beatport when you first released it is a good start, and definitely challenged people's preconceptions for sure. So
yes.
That was a good start.
Other things for me, I remember getting the Show B remix of Yarkling Heart and Alice Rose, I Know Change, because we originally signed that as a Yarp's original track without a vocal, and I was like, there's something missing, you know. And then he came back with a vocal, and we were like, oh, this is much better. And then he came back. Then, do you know what? We couldn't get. I reckon we tried 40 people to remix that track.
Couldn't get arrested.
Nobody was interested. They're like, oh, there's nothing in it. And in the end, we were going to remix it ourselves, and suddenly Showbay or Showbar or Matthias, what it goes under nowadays, who we've looked up to musically for years, he was like, yeah, I'll have a go. When he delivered that remix, I was like,
it was a game changer.
Oh my lord! I was on the phone today, Dave, what are you doing? I'm eating, stop what you're eating, go and listen to this. And that was a big moment for us. And then suddenly we'd gone to like Dixon and Solomon and everybody playing our tunes, and that was a bit of a moment.
Yeah, it was a game changer. Opened all the doors to all the trendy Berlin boys all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a milestone. But I mean the gigs as well. Playing the last ever year at Space, having 3 nights there for the label on the terrace there. You can't ask for better than that really.
No.
Watergate, played Watergate in Berlin 3 times now. Even had to play Liverpool a couple of times, didn't we? Can't have it all, can you?
Yeah. Ministry.
A couple of great nights in Liverpool.
Good things,
Williamson's Tunnels, Ministry Sound London. So.
Glastonbury is thing. So yeah. There's so many. I mean, I get excited by every release. It's the whole, everything from signing the track to sorting the remix to getting it to the DJs. I find it every time still very exciting. That's the
buzz out of it. It's addictive.
It's the inner process train spotter that I still can't shake off. I don't want to shake off. I still like it.